All right, let's get straight to it. We're going to talk about and absolutely dominate what is probably the single most frustrating question type on the entire IELTS reading test. True, false, not given. Forget all that confusion, forget the doubt. By the time we're done here, you are going to have a rock-solid system that gives you total confidence.
So let me ask you a question. What's the #1 reason that really smart students, people like you, end up failing the IELTS reading test? I'll tell you right now, it's not your vocabulary, and it's not how fast you can read. It's a very specific, very clever trap that's designed to make you fail.
And this is the trap. It's that horrible moment where your brain just freezes, stuck somewhere between false and not given. You know the feeling, right? They seem almost the same, and that's completely intentional. This is where good scores go to die. But today, we're going to fix it for good.
Now, on paper, this looks so simple, doesn't it? False means the text says the opposite. Not given means the text just says nothing about it. The problem is, the entire test is engineered to make this simple difference feel like an impossible choice. It's meant to blur that line.
Okay, listen up, because this is the single most important piece of advice I can give you. You have to stop doing the one thing that makes you an intelligent person, using your background knowledge. Seriously, the test creators are practically begging you to make logical jumps, to connect the dots on your own. They feed on it. Every single time you use a piece of information that isn't explicitly written on that page, you are walking right into their trap. So just stop.
So how do we escape this? We need a completely new way of thinking. A mental framework that forces us to ignore what we think we know. So from this moment on, you're not a test taker. Nope, you're a lawyer in a courtroom. And this is your secret weapon.
The rule is incredibly simple. The reading passage, that's your one and only witness. You can't put words in their mouth. You can't assume what they meant to say. Your entire case, your entire answer has to be built only on the words in their testimony. Nothing more and definitely nothing less.
So, an answer is true if and only if the witness's testimony, the text, directly confirms the statement. If your witness says, "I saw a red car," and the statement you're testing is, "The car was red," boom, you've got a perfect match. That is true. It's a direct, undeniable confirmation.
An answer is false when the witness's testimony actually contradicts the statement. And I don't mean it's just a little bit different. I mean it's the polar opposite. If your witness says, "I saw a red car," but the statement says, "The car was blue," well, your witness has just proven you wrong. That is false.
And here we go. This is the absolute key to the whole thing. The answer is not given when your witness is silent. If the witness says, "I saw a red car," and your statement is, "It was a fast sports car," can you prove that? No way. The witness never said a word about its speed or its model. Because their testimony is silent on that specific detail, the answer has to be not given.
Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now let's turn it into a concrete, repeatable strategy. This is your 5-step takedown. You're going to use this for every single one of these questions every single time.
Okay, step 1. Always read the question first. Pull out those keywords, names, dates, places. Step 2. Trust the order. The answers will always show up sequentially in the text. Don't go jumping around. Step 3. Scan the text and locate those keywords or their synonyms. Step 4, and this is a big one, analyze the meaning. Don't just match individual words. And finally, step 5, for an answer to be false, you have to find a direct, undeniable contradiction.
Let's look at a classic example of step 4. Let's say the text says a museum is popular, and the statement you're checking says it has the highest footfall in the city. Now, are those the same thing? Absolutely not. Popular just means a lot of people like it. Highest footfall means it's literally #1 for visitors. Since the text, our witness, never said it was #1, the witness is silent on that specific detail. So the answer is not given.
All right, time for a super quick tip that will save you precious marks. This is not a suggestion, it's not a friendly piece of advice. Think of this as a direct order.
That's it. True, false, not given. All in caps. Why? Because if the examiner can't perfectly read your handwriting, your correct answer might be marked wrong. Writing in all caps just eliminates any doubt. It's so simple, and it protects your score. Just do it.
And speaking of easy mistakes, pay attention to the instructions. Some of these questions will ask for yes, no, not given. If they ask for that and you write true, even if it's logically correct, it will be marked wrong. You have to use the exact words they ask for. This is a really brutal way to lose points, so please don't let it happen to you.
Okay, let's bring it all home. If you forget everything else from this, I need you to burn these next 3 rules into your brain. These are your final orders for test day.
1. Follow the order. It's your roadmap through the text. 2. Stick to the text only. Remember the courtroom witness rule. Your own knowledge is irrelevant. And 3. To prove something is false, you must find a direct contradiction. If you can't find one and the info just isn't there, the answer is not given. That's the default.
Which really leaves us with one last question to think about. What is this test actually measuring? Is it really about what you know about a topic, or is it just about how well you can ignore what you know and simply follow the rules of the game? The second you realize it's the latter, you've already won.